let's get our fire rune going. Oh, they're very powerful. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of our Skyrim adventure. And a lot has happened since our last episode. I decided to make a new character because I was kind of bored of the old one. I didn't really like the design we used for him, so I made a new character, a dark elf this time, and yes, we are a vampire, in case you did not notice from the eyes. We have some gear pretty similar to our old gear, but a little bit better, I would say. We have still the black mage armor, although a different variation of it, and then we have the face of the knight, which is a mask I created there's a mask mod for, I think it's the tribunal mask, and then I put a pretty good enchantment on it. And then the mentor's ring we still have, of course, same as before. For our weapons, we have the harbinger's axe. I found this by mistake while I was in the companion's hall, and it's actually a really, really good weapon. So, I mean, it's better than almost any Daedric artifact. So, yeah, we're going to be using that. That's a one-handed weapon. We also have the Mihail crossbow. I just think it's a really cool-looking crossbow mod, and we're not really an archer character, but it won't hurt to have a ranged weapon like this. It almost looks like an AK as a crossbow. So, yeah, I thought it was really nice, so we got that. And then the Warblade dagger. It's just a powerful dagger, pretty straightforward. But that'll bring us into our other big change is our player skills. We're level 18 now instead of level, I think, like, what, 10 or 11, whatever we were last time. And we're built slightly differently. First off, I have max smithing. I just want to be able to craft all the modded gear that I have installed. But also, we're going to be a little bit stealthier than before. We're pretty good in sneak right now. And, of course, the one-handed from the dagger and the axe over here. So we're going to be working on that as well. And we're going to be just being a general mage. I mean, we're going to use all the schools of magic. Since we're a vampire, we're going to be using a lot of illusion. A lot more than before. Conjuration, it's not honestly that useful where I am right now, but I do plan on using it because once we get to higher levels, there's going to be some really cool creatures that I've added for us to summon. And of course, destruction we're going to use as our primary attack for magic anyway. And yeah, on the side I'm going to be trying to get our enchanting skill up so we can make even better gear than what we have now. And we're going to be playing on the master difficulty to balance out how powerful our character is now. Because before I was running into the issue that it was too easy, and then I moved to legendary, and legendary was just like frustratingly difficult to kill regular enemies. So I think master is probably going to be a good balance for the place we're at. We might move up to legendary once we get even better gear in the future. It just kind of depends on what kind of gear we find. Now, last episode I promised you guys we would go through that modded cave. Well, it turns out I was wrong. That was not a modded cave. That was a vanilla cave. It was pretty lame. Not even really worth our time, if I'm being honest. Now, there is a mod I have installed that I want to do, but we have to go to the Windhelm stables to get started. Alright. Now, I don't know if you guys thought this was frustrating last episode, but I realized a lot of the episode time is taken up by like loading screens and stuff, so I've decided I'm going to skip through the loading screens instead of talking to you guys during them. So I don't know which style you prefer. Let me know in the comments down below what you like better. I'm thinking you'll probably go with the loading screen just so that way we're not wasting so much time loading areas. Now, I believe the mod that I am thinking of said that there's a body near the Windhelm stables that we have to activate. Now, I don't know where near the Windhelm stables means, like where exactly that is. I also don't know if we're the right level for it. I'm going to try and start keeping a notebook to write down how to activate certain mods, so maybe in the future it'll be easier to do. Oh, they're just Khajiit. I don't care what you're saying. The Brandy Mug Farm. Oh, let's get this wheat. Wheat's always going to be useful for alchemy later. And holy snowberries. I try to grab snowberries whenever I can find them because you can make fortify enchanting potions with them, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think it's farther down. I think it was the Windhelm stables. Unless it was... No, it wasn't Whiterun. It was definitely Windhelm. But it said... But it said near the Windhelm stables. So I don't know... where it is. It is a quest mod. So once we get started, there should be a quest given to us. But, yeah, so I'm going to pause here and unpause when I find this body. Or if I can't find it, at least we'll have tried. Okay, guys, it's been a while. I've been looking around for this body, and I could not find it for the life of me at all anywhere. So I'll have to, in between episodes, take a look at the mod again to find where the body is. I don't remember exactly which mod it is. I just remember there was supposed to be a body around here. So, yeah, again, I'm going to have to go look at it, make sure I have the install correct and everything. So we're going to do something else for this episode. And it's a toss-up for me. There is a very large mod pack we can start on by going to this area here. The problem with that is, like I said, it's a very long quest mod, and it'll probably take up a few episodes. So I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't do that right off the bat. Maybe we should do something a little bit, you know, more just generally in Skyrim and stuff. So I thought I'd show off some of our characters' skills and maybe take a trip to the Citadel, which is a mod I have installed. It's basically like a little Jarl's fort, except you can become the Jarl of this one. It's not a very detailed mod. Most of the NPCs don't have dialogue. But the useful part about this mod is there's catacombs here.
What is it?
Okay, so we get a quest called Close the Portal. And basically we go in here and there's just tons of Falmer enemies to fight, and they're pretty powerful. So I figured we'd see how well our character does in here. And let's test out our skills, see if they're up to snuff. Let's actually equip. We have more powerful bolts. There we go. The spiral bolts. So we're just going to do our best here. But they're already on us. Let's get our fire rune going. Oh, they're very powerful. Wow, they almost killed us in like just a few hits. This is gonna be a challenge. So I'm boxed in. I'm completely stuck here. Ah, they killed me. Alright, so we're not quite high enough level to fight those guys yet. They're very powerful. I don't know why they're so powerful, but I guess this is meant to be like a late game quest, because, you know, we have to fight through like 100 of them in there, so. We'll come back in another episode when we're even more powerful, so I guess what we'll do to measure our abilities is we can go to the arena in the leveler's tower and just go up against some pretty powerful enemies in there. I was thinking about doing the Dawn Guard quest. I actually started to do it in a different recording, but then my game crashed once I became a vampire lord. So I don't know if that's really a good idea, because I had like over an hour recorded playing in the Dawn Guard quest, but once the game crashed, it corrupted the file. So I don't know. Leave in the comments below if you want me to go through any of the vanilla quest lines, like Dawn Guard or Dragonborn and stuff. But for now, I'm thinking we could probably just go up against... Let's do bandits first. We'll do some bandit bosses, some melee, and we'll do one group of missiles. Now that's a lot of bandits. Let's toggle that force field. Whoa. There we go. Well, this is great. So as you can see, this crossbow is pretty good. Yikes. Alright. Let's be more careful here. They keep stopping right before we fire. There we go. Alright, I think that's all of them. So let's get the loot from them now. That was pretty easy. So as you can see, our crossbow style is very powerful. That's a really good way for us to go if we're trying to like assassinate someone from a distance. I think I will take the steel armors because we can use steel ingots. Alright, so we've gotten back this stuff. Now, let's, I don't know if I used this last episode or not, but I do have a storage gem, which I can use as a portable chest to put stuff in. Just so that way we're not constantly overweight here. Alright, so let's try summoning those bandits again. A little less this time. And now we'll go for a melee fight with them. Now, our two melee weapons are very powerful weapons. As you can see, they're just really good. And now, you can kind of understand just how powerful those Falmer were, just from how we're just cutting through these guys. Okay, we did it. Now let's get the loot from all these guys. see if there's anything we want. I'll take all the gems I come across for crafting apparel and stuff. Okay, so we're good. That's basically it. Let's grab a couple more of these restorative ambrosias and get out of here. So anyway, as you can see, we're very capable as fighters, but it's not a cakewalk. I mean, depending on the enemy types we go up against, you could kind of see those Falmer were just way too advanced for us at our level. So we're gonna need to probably be maybe around level 30 to go through there by ourselves. We could go get a companion and make that trip a lot easier. Actually, there is a companion I want to get. His name's Kindreave. I believe we have to go to like Daedric shrines. So like the Shrine of Azura, Shrine of Maroon's Dagon, stuff like that. Now the Shrine of Azura, or Meridia, sorry, we could actually go to pretty easily. But the rest we don't really have unlocked at the moment. We'll have to make it a point to go to those at some point. Just Meridia. But let's go ahead to Whiterun. Now my character is a vampire, but we have a perk that allows us to basically ignore sunlight. Sunlight doesn't harm us, except for the kind that is like in an attack spell, like lethal sunlight. That stuff will harm us, but just regular ambient sunlight we're immune to. Now, we get more powers through the vampire thing the longer we go without eating.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Oh, also, I forgot to show you our house that we have. It's called the Staff of Shalador. It's a house mod that basically is inside of a staff. You just teleport into the staff. And it's like a mage type house. I think it's really cool. And as you can see, you teleport from the floor to the ceiling. And then there's even a third section where it's like the smithy and stuff. Now, the thing about this area is we're like on the side of it, but down there's other stuff, so it looks like, you know, that would be a separate house floor, but I can't find a way to flip myself to that floor. I don't think that's actually doable, but we can still use the cupboards and stuff that are up there, so I just thought that was neat. It's kind of weird seeing the water fall sideways, but that's the point. Really cool design choice, in my opinion. I like it a lot. And then, of course, all the stuff you need. The only thing this place doesn't have, as far as I'm aware, is a smelter, which is kind of frustrating because it has everything else. But that's okay. We actually have a spell for that, liquefaction. I don't know if it works with Ars Metallica, which is the mod that allows us to smelt things into ingots, but we're gonna try it really quick. Oh, it does. Neat. Okay, so it is Ars Metallica compatible. That's really good for us. So let's go back to the forge. And we're just gonna make some more bolts really quick. No, we want spiral bolts. These are way better. Can never have too many steel ingots. They're useful for everything. Alright, let's make sure we've deposited all of our crafting items we have. Is there anything weighing us down? Oh, the enchanted gear that we can't take the enchantments off of. So I'm using this chest here just for general enchanted items. We'll probably, you know, sell those later, but for now I'm just gonna drop them in there. We could we could do with dropping off our alchemy stuff. Where's the alchemist? Yeah, here it is. Let's put our ingredients in here really quick. Okay, they're in there. And we'll keep the food for now. I've already put the books away on a bookshelf somewhere. I don't remember which bookshelf it is. But yeah, I just really like the design of this mod. I think it's really cool. It's a great concept, especially since, you know, we can carry around our house with us. That's super useful. And it makes sense for, you know, a really powerful mage to have something like this. But yeah, I hope you guys like this too, as our house. There is another house mod that I plan on using at some point, but it comes after a really big story mod, so we'll have to go through the story first. And that's one of the ones I was debating starting. But again, it takes a really long time. So I think we'll wait for another episode. For now, let's just knock out like a quest or two really quick. Not close the portal. That's for later. Desperate times. Someone is looking for you in Whiterun. I don't actually know what this one is, but we're gonna check it out. Wonder why someone's looking for us.
By the 9, I can't believe it's you. I was just asking around if anyone knew where I might find you. My master and I recently arrived here in Skyrim from Citadel. It's been a long journey, but he sent me to see if I could find you. I thought I'd check the tavern and inn here in Whiterun first, and then set out for the other towns tomorrow. But fortunately, the gods favour me today, as you seem to have found me instead. He's heard of your escape from that awful dragon attack and urgently needs to speak with you. I know nothing more than that. He's at the inn in Falkreath. Could you please meet him at your earliest convenience? He only wishes to talk to you.
I'll be happy to
Yeah,
assist
he
you.
gave me this note to give you, and a small token of his appreciation. Now then, I bid you good day, as I have another errand to run. No rest for the weary, as they say. Good day.
Okay, pretty good voice acting. Let's see here. Letter from Marcus Janus. Okay, so let's go meet with him. This is some modded quest. I'm not sure which one it is, but it could be interesting. Let's see here. Well, it's got to be interesting because I don't really download ones that aren't. But I download so many mods, sometimes I forget, you know, which one's which. This one, I have no idea. None at all. In fact, I don't even remember where I got that quest from. Just got it at some point.
Did you see a dog out there? Oh well. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here outside.
Okay, that's for the quest to get the Mask of Clavicus vial.
Sure Bones, handsome man in Falkreath.
You to talk to me that way.
Well, thank you.
Hope you're willing to back up those words with your
I hope she was talking about me. Alright.
Can I help you, friend? Oh, bless the divines, you came! Well met, and welcome. We have much to discuss. Will you tell me, what happened at Helgen? Well, no, now that you mention it. And it's as I feared.
Look at the mouse, or the mouth tracking. That's really good.
Lost. Gods damn it all. I'd hoped for better news. Yes, I've heard the fort is full of them. But appearances can also be deceiving. If I'm right, these are no bandits at all. I have it on good authority there is a man known only as Val inside the keep. He's the leader of a small group of mercenaries, for lack of a better term. Their aim is to kill Thalmor wherever they're found. That they've come out of hiding is beyond mysterious. They're insurrectionists, resistance movement, if you will.
Well, good. I hate the Thalmor.
His name is Valerius Tiberius Artoria. We served for many years together in the Imperial Legion as captains under Titus Mede II during the Great War. He was a good man in those days, an honorable man. Then the Aldmeri invaded and murdered his wife, son, and daughter in cold blood. I need you to go try and talk to Valerius. Reason with him. Tell him Marcus Janus requests a meeting with him. Tell him I'll come to the fort alone. Present company excluded, of course. Give this ring to him. It was his wife's wedding band. If any of his men try to accost you, show it to them and tell them it is a gesture of goodwill from me. They'll give you quarter if they know I sent you. Approach the guards and show them the ring. Tell them Marcus Janus sent you to see Valerius Tiberius Artoria on urgent business. Show them this note with my seal, but tell them it's for Valerius. His eyes only. Please return to me as soon as you can. I'll prepare to leave and be ready to go when you return. Make haste, young one, and may fortune favor the foolish.
Okay, so I do actually know what mod this is from now.
Handsome man in Valkyrie.
Dude, this place is packed. What is going on? Alright, we're getting out of here. So if I'm not mistaken, this is actually from the Helgen Reborn mod, which allows us to restore Helgen, which we haven't actually been to Helgen yet. Whoopsie. So we're going to go ahead and travel to Helgen to finish the alternate start thing anyway, which I thought I did before this, but it must have been in the other recording that was corrupted, so no problem. Now, at the end of every recording, I'm going to create duplicate saves just to prevent something like this in the future, so that way we never lose any progress, and I could just re-record episodes if something is to happen to it. Because for some reason, during a crash, it corrupted my save. I'm still not sure why.
Stop right there. Don't even think about moving. You see my friends coming? They won't hesitate to kill you if you so much
I'll kill
as
you all.
breathe funny. Now, who are you? And what is the meaning of this intrusion? Quickly now, speak. Oh, funny guy, eh? How funny would it be if we got you like a hawker? Never heard of him? You are mistaken. There's nobody by that name here. Now, be on your way. We don't want to hurt you. Don't know him either. I'm beginning to run out of patience with you. Leave now. I don't know who you are, stranger, or what you want, but I advise you to choose your words very carefully from here on out. Let me see that. Did you say Marcus Janus? From the war, Marcus Janus. Why didn't you say so? Very well. I will take you inside. But all of us have our eyes on you. And if you try and start trouble, it will be the last trouble you ever start. Follow me.
I wish I could have just showed him the ring at the beginning. That was stupid. I had specific instructions. Alright, there's the Adventurer's Journal for the vanilla start.
Balfring, what do you think you're doing? Who is this person, and why have you brought them here?
He has an urgent message for you from Marcus Janus. He was alone, and and I thought you would want to talk to him.
What? Marcus Janus? Wolfring, have you gone completely mad? That's impossible.
I thought the same thing, sir, but it's true. He showed me a letter to you with Marcus's seal. It's real, all right. And sir, somehow Marcus has found Sabrina's wedding ring and sent it to you.
Very well. We'll see about this. Wolfring, you're dismissed. All of you may resume your patrols.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who you are or why you're here, so you'd better have some good answers to my questions. May I see that ring? Say you were sent by Marcus Janus? Where is he now? And do you know how he came into possession of this ring? Yes, I suppose that may have been possible, but this is all so overwhelming. Thank you. I love them very deeply. I nearly went mad after they were murdered by those Altmeri dogs. I wanted nothing but vengeance. Every day of my life is burned with nothing but the desire to make them pay for their murders. But enough of that. Let's see this letter you brought. Yes. Marcus Janus. It's certainly you, all right. But what do you want with me? Tell me, how has he found me here? Very clever, that one. Always was. Bandits. It's not far from the truth, though. Fitting ruse is that's about what we've become. Living our lives in the shadows, hiding and skulking about like some caged skeever looking for his next piece of cheese. Honor? Bah. Any honor I had died with the first Altmeri diplomat I assassinated. I'm not the same man he knew. But no doubt he's filled your head with tales of glory from the war, stories of the keepers of Hatu. Oh, I'm afraid that man no longer exists. This hatred, it's consumed me, taken my life. I suppose I would still be rotting down in that damn prison were it not for Marcus. Now I'm just rotting here instead. And rot is nonetheless still rot. The only difference, really, is where and how. Why would he want to help me? After he sees what I've become, he'll leave soon enough. But go tell him I'll meet with him regardless. At least then we can say our proper goodbyes to one another. We never got to do that before. Now, be gone. Please leave me in peace.
Okay. So, two old buddies, one's basically a bandit now. And we're just being their errand boy for now. I hope we get paid well for all this running back and forth.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Sure,
Yeah.
Spoons.
Civil War.
Handsome man
Can I help you,
in
friend?
Falkreath.
Excellent. Well done, my friend. I'm ready to go, but there's just one thing. I'm getting too old for fighting. Well, at least by myself, that is. I was hoping that it wouldn't be too much of a burden on you to escort me to the keep. There's another 250 gold in it for you, if you will. I'm right behind you, but don't go too fast. Unlike you young ones, I'm not cut out for this shite anymore.
Watch what you're doing.
Okay. So we are now an armed escort for an extra 200 gold. Not a lot, but, you know, it's good. I'll take it. I wonder, will he stay with us when we fast travel? I assume he would, right? Let's give it a shot. Okay, that did work.
I see you're back. Better get Marcus inside. Valerius is waiting.
That's what I was planning.
Valerius Tiberius Arctoria, you old dog. Come here, my friend. Let us have a look at you.
Marcus, why have you come here?
Valerius, I'm sure this is quite a shock to you and terribly unexpected. I came here to check on my family, but it appears none of them survived. Then I realized you were here, so I decided it was in both our interests for two old friends to meet again. At last.
Oh, your brother, yes. Marcus, I'm very sorry. But whatever the circumstances, it does my eyes good to see you again after all these years.
Yes. Same here, old friend. Same here. So, the Keepers of Hatu in Skyrim. Who would have ever dreamed of such a time?
All right, Janice, what is it you really want? Don't forget, I know you, so out with it.
Yes, you do know me, old friend, better than most. Very well. I aim to rebuild this town and make her my home.
Rebuild? Janice, I have no intention of helping you or anyone else rebuild a town. I'm here on other business.
Yes, I know, Valerius, but if what I propose is true, perhaps we can be mutually beneficial to one another. All I'm asking is that you hear me out. After that, if we're not in agreement, we can part ways and you'll likely never see me again. But Valerius, there's plenty of time to get to all that later. Right now, let's just catch up on old times.
Well, you're in luck, Janice. Those bandits left some fresh wine downstairs, and I need a drink.
Yes, I could use a drink too, old friend. Let me say goodbye to my new friend, and I'll join you.
My
I
wife was always
can't
proud
thank
of
you
the
enough
wife.
for your help.
Somehow I think she...
As agreed, here is your compensation. I apologize for that. I certainly wasn't intentionally keeping anything from you. I just wanted to meet with Valerius before I brought it up. But yes, I want to make Helgen my home. But she certainly has seen better days, that's for sure. You know, I grew up just across the border in Cyrodiil. And Helgen was always a place my family visited when I was a boy. I have many fond memories of those days. And now, with my brother and his family gone, let's just say he'd be happy that I settled here. And from what I could tell as we came in, it'll be a lot of work cleaning everything up. But nothing impossible. Then we can take a look at what's left of these buildings and begin rebuilding from there. I'm sure there'll be plenty of work for you if you're interested. Why don't you take a day and think about it? That'll give Valerius and I some time to catch up and come up with a plan. Can you return to see us in a day or so? Thank you once again, friend. I'll see you then.
Now then, Marcus, let's go get that wine. You're in one piece, so I trust your trip went
Some
smooth.
serious bromance going on here.
Yes, fortunately it was without incident. Of course.
And you know
I had
what?
Patsy to protect me.
It's great. Okay, so I think we're going to end the episode here, guys. Things are starting to look up for Helgen. I think in the next episode, this will be a very different place. By the end of it, that is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did. And as always, if you have any specific mods you want me to check out, let me know down below. I'll be more than happy to check them out for you guys. Especially if you have, leads on really good quest mods. Now remember, we are in the Skyrim Special Edition, not the original Skyrim. So any mod you want me to check out, make sure it's available for Special Edition. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and have a great day. Bye.